All right, now, good day, everyone. My name is Mr. Yusuf, and I teach agricultural science in J. British School. Now, our topic on focus today is subsistence and commercial agriculture. But first, let's start with subsistence agriculture. Now, most persons around our neighborhood, okay, they practice subsistence agriculture unknowingly because most persons what they do, okay, they cultivate tomato, sugarcane, pepper, okay, in their backyard, right, for their personal consumption. Now, let's talk about subsistence agriculture, okay, the meaning of subsistence agriculture. Now, subsistence agriculture, this is a type of agriculture where the farmer cultivates crop and rear animals for himself and his household. Now, let's talk about the characteristics of subsistence agriculture. First, we have number one, it involves a small portion of land. Okay, most persons that are into subsistence agriculture, okay, they actually what involve themselves in what a small portion of what the land because of what is what for their personal consumption. Now, number two, it is mostly practiced by peasant farmers. Okay, subsistence agriculture okay is mostly practiced by peasant farmers. Now, when we talk about peasant farmers, we are talking about what small scale farmers. Okay, small scale farmers. Now, number three, it involves the use of family labor. Now, because it's basically for family consumption, most times most families, okay, actually what engage in the labor activities in the farm, right? So before mixed cropping system of farming is usually practiced. Now, when we talk about mixed cropping, now we are basically talking about the cultivation of what two or more crop, okay, on a piece of land. That's what mixed cropping. Now, because okay, the subsistence farmer wants to get a variety of different crop due to the fact that it's based on consumption. Okay, the farmer will tend to what plant yam, plant rice, plant pepper, so that the family can actually what consume the agricultural what produce. Now let's go back to the next one, which is there is heavy reliance on what natural rainfall. Now, farmers, okay, they actually what target rainfall, okay, in the cultivation of their produce. They don't actually what rely on what irrigation practices because irrigation, okay, is the artificial what introduction of what water to a soil. Okay, so this time the subsistence farmer can rely heavily on what on natural rainfall, okay, for the cultivation of his crop. Now let's talk about commercial agriculture. Now, commercial agriculture, now this is a type of agriculture where the farmer cultivates crop and rears animal for sale. Or we can decide to say this is where the farmer use what? Improved implements or modern implements and machines, okay, for the cultivation of what? Food for sale, right? Now, let's talk about the characteristics of commercial agriculture. Now, number one, we have sole cropping system is practice. Now, when we talk about sole cropping, now we are basically talking about the planting of one variety of crop in a farm. One variety of in the farm. Number two, it involves the cultivation of what large area of land. Now, since the farmer has the intention to sell all his produce, most times what they look out for is what a large area of land where they can actually what cultivate, okay, a huge number of what crops for them to actually what sell. Number three, we have it involves huge capital. Okay, to acquire land is very expensive. Okay, to buy machines are very expensive. So the farmers need to what have huge capital in order for them to what to acquire both machines and farmlands. Right? Number four, it uses hired labor. Okay, unlike subsistence agriculture where family labor is used. Okay, now commercial agriculture uses what hired labor. Now, this is because of the land size. Because of the land size, that's why, okay, commercial agricultural farmers use what? Hired what? Labor. Now, number five, operations are mechanized. Operations are what? Mechanized. Now, some farmers, what they do, they actually what cultivate on different hectares of land. Okay. Now, for them to actually cover those hectares of land, they need to use machines to get towards the nook and crannies of the farmland. Right. Now, number six, it has out